In this video, I'll introduce you to the REST API for Oracle Linux Virtualization Manager. We'll view the Representational State Transfer, or REST, API guide. I'll demonstrate a method to obtain the CA certificate from the API server. I'll describe the prerequisites for using the REST API, and I'll describe and demonstrate use of the curl command line tool to initiate API request. Documentation for the REST API is accessible from the console. I'll click REST API Guide and then click Documents. I'll click Authentication and Security and see different methods for obtaining the CA certificate. Method 1, using the OpenSSL s_client command line tool, is the preferred method. Run the command shown and provide the name of your server, then :443. Sample output is shown. As directed, copy the CA certificate and save it to a local file. In this video, I'm going to scroll down to method 2 and use the curl command to download the CA certificate. I'll type the command as shown, substituting my server name, and save the output to a file name over-cacert.pem. Now I'll run the file star command to see that the file is a PEM certificate as expected. I'm going to return to the REST API guide and then click Documents. I'll click Introduction and scroll down to the API prerequisites. Prerequisites for using the overt API include a client or programming library that initiates and receives HTTP requests from the API server. You can use either the overt Python SDK, the Ruby SDK, the Java SDK, the curl command line tool, or the REST client. In this video, I'm going to use curl to initiate request. I'll go back to review the list of documents and then select Quick Start Examples. This document provides examples of using the curl command. This example uses the getHTTP method to request information from the API server. For action methods, the HTTP method is always post. I'll search for post and scroll down to see an example of using post with curl. This example shows how to create NFS data storage. We'll use post and get methods in this video. To demonstrate use of the curl command, I'll create a snapshot of a virtual machine named test-vlan02-b. Our curl command to create a snapshot requires the VM ID, which I'll copy from here. Before I run this curl command, I want to view the existing snapshots for this VM. Currently, there is only one snapshot named Active VM. I'll open up a terminal window, and I've created a script which contains the curl command to create a snapshot. You need to provide the CA certificate that we wrote to this file earlier in this video. You need to provide the user and password required to log into the API server. The HTTP method is post. Provide these 3 header lines. Provide the name of the snapshot to create. I'll just name it backup. Provide the HTTPS line with the name of your API server /overt-engine/API/VMS/ the VM ID of the VM that we want to create a snapshot of /snapshots. I'll paste in the VM ID that I copied earlier in this video. I'll save the file, then run this script to create the snapshot. Now I can go back in and verify that the snapshot was created. And here is the new backup snapshot. The next thing I want to demonstrate is how to get the snapshot ID. I'll open up my terminal window, and I've created a script which contains the curl command to get the snapshot ID. Again, you need to provide the CA certificate file, the header lines, the user information, and the HTTPS line. The HTTP method in this command is get. I'll save the file, then run this script to get the snapshot ID. I'm going to redirect the output to a file as it's easier to locate the snapshot ID in the file. I'll open the file and search for the name of the snapshot backup. The snapshot ID is provided in the following line. I'll highlight it and copy it for future reference. The last curl command I'll demonstrate is to delete a snapshot. This curl command uses the delete HTTP method to remove the snapshot. The HTTPS line requires the VM ID of the VM whose snapshot we made earlier and the snapshot ID that we want to remove. I'll save the file, then run the script to delete the snapshot. To confirm, I'll view the snapshots for our VM named test-vlan02-b. I'll refresh the screen and confirm that the backup snapshot no longer exists. This concludes this presentation. Thank you for watching.